My name is Haijun. I have been in Cambodia for about 10 years now. In 2018, we found this building in the process of construction, and we thought it would be ideal for a high-rise hotel. We contacted the developer of the building, and before any movement, we started sketching up the concept of the hotel. It was nearly the end of 2018.
Yeah.
And once we thought the concept of the hotel was mature, we gathered the capital to purchase this property, and the renovation started right away. Our renovation team was from Russia, right?
Yeah.
It was interesting.
Daniel.
It was interesting. Those days, there are still many other nationals and experts still very active in this part of Phnom Penh, and there are people who are working in construction, in design. So we engaged in the Russian team for the renovation earthwork and the interior decoration upon our design. The work carried on for more than half a year. So the hotel really started operation in late 2019. This was basically how the hotel got started. And if you're wondering why we as Chinese would like to start a hotel like this in Phnom Penh, we were from very different backgrounds. I was in the architectural design industry for some time, and before that I also owned other hotels. And Ray is from finance. And
Yeah, finance.
You before that where?
Actually in Shenzhen, yeah.
So Ray was from the background of financing from Shenzhen, China, and we have another partner who was in the real estate marketing business for a really long time.
Yeah.
Maybe longer than I stayed in Cambodia. So the three of us, we started over, and this idea was in the making for nearly over a year, and eventually we arrived at a hotel like this.
But would you like to share about the concept about our design, because it's a little bit different with the Chinese traditional design, right?
Well, we had nothing Chinese in our mind, basically, to start with. This is typically not very Chinese here. The climate, we had no non-tropical climate in China, and we were not really catering to the Chinese market in the very beginning. So we thought about an idea which is very simple, minimalist, and easy to maintain. As you can see, it's proven that after 4 or 5 years, the condition of the hotel rooms are perfect.
Yeah.
So the concept is basically based on Nordic and minimalist light and minimalist flooring, carpeting, everything. So this was proven quite successful, I would like to say.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Yeah. So for me, I would like to share about our team, because actually we have a very how to say, the best team I had ever had. Because actually, most of the Chinese businessmen, when they're running the business in Phnom Penh or in Cambodia, most of them will prefer to hire the Chinese people to help them. But actually, as one of the shareholder in our company, I'm more prefer to have the local team. So all our recruitment are from the local. But for our GM, general manager, is from Philippines. We are so glad to have them here, and they help us a lot to management the whole hotel to make it more high efficiency, and even it's under very good condition right now.
Yeah, it's I'd say it's quite multinational at the moment, and we have different nationalities within the staff of the hotel. Nowadays, basically, we as our shareholders, we are basically not really deeply involved in the operation anymore. So it's up to
they're really doing quite a good job,
Right.
And most of the front desks, they can speak fluent Chinese, Vietnamese, English, of course,
But we still have quite a big portion of the Chinese guests. Right?
Yeah.
Okay. We currently have guests from various countries, including even some locals. So it's gladly an evidence that our design and our way of running the hotel were widely accepted, I would say, by not only Cambodians and Chinese, but we have a great deal of visitors and guests from some Western countries or Australia and Japan sometimes. As one of the founders and part of the hotel, if there is anything you wonder about how some relatively young Chinese businessmen are running business in Cambodia, how this is like, I would share one or two tips. We were very much opposed to the idea of catering to the Chinese market completely from the very beginning. And we thought, since we were already here in Cambodia, part of the fun of the whole thing is to take yourself as a local resident before you take yourself as a Chinese.
Sure.
So everything you start to consider, it's more efficient and more interesting if you start with the idea that you want to please the people who are living around here, not the people who are from your background, to make you comfortable. So this is part of the experience that we gathered through this 4 or 5 years of operation, perhaps. And during COVID-19, we had competitors and people who were in the same business around the area who basically were driven out of business by the pandemic. But we survived, and we are basically going up these days. I would say thanks to the idea that we set ourselves up in 2018 as a local company, catering to the local market. As a second step, perhaps, since the shareholders are all now present in Phnom Penh, and we have a very efficient team to run the hotel, we thought at this point, we might move up to, because now is critical at the time. The tourism is reviving, and the pandemic is more or less literally disappearing. We thought it would be a very good time for us to move forward. So we are considering some projects, not really to reveal it in front of the camera at the moment, but we are moving maybe somewhere along the seaside, or somewhere in the forest, utterly different from a hotel, in a business hotel in a high-rise building. So the partners now are very busy working on that. Hopefully we will have some good news in 2 or 3 months, maybe. Yeah.